Would you look at that? My speedometer is still fixed. The tack is good. What's up, y'all? We back on the bike. Today we're headed to the gym right now, and I figured we would talk about why I think the Hawk 250 is the best value bike on Amazon. And there's nobody who did more research than me prior to buying this thing. I spent hours watching reviews, comparing specs, figuring out which model type I wanted, and I really do think the Hawk 250 carbureted version is the best value for a motorcycle on Amazon. So the number one reason is obviously going to be price. It is a $1,400 bike that's a few $100s to ship, and then you have a brand new motorcycle. No matter how you want to look at it, that's absolutely absurd. Sure, there takes some upgrades and some things you got to do to it to really make it as reliable as you'd want it to be. But even at that point, you add a few $100s to it, you're still at around $2,000, maybe just above $2,000 for a brand new motorcycle, fully titled, fast enough to keep up with traffic. It is just insane value. The other options on the market are like the Grom clones, which are the 125cc engines. Those seem like probably my second choice if I were to pick another motorcycle to buy on Amazon. Probably be one of those Honda Grom clones like the Vaders. Then you also have the EFI version of the Hawk 250, which is a good unbox and go, but it is a good amount more. If you look on Amazon, most of them are around $2,000, plus you have to pay shipping on top of that. So it does come out to a lot more expensive than an upgraded carbed Hawk. So that's the reason why I wouldn't put the EFI version as the top of this. But it's still a very good option. Ooh, shouldn't have been in third gear there. There's also the Cafe Racer style bike. It's around $3,400. That bike seems really fun. It's a 250cc, fuel injected, got an old school Cafe Racer style. And there's not really too much information on it, and it's just a little bit too expensive for me to justify spending on a bike that's gonna come in a crate. And one of the major pluses of the Hawk 250 is all of its parts, and just about everything you need to work on the bike and to modify on the bike can just be bought on Amazon just like your bike can. So you don't need to worry about going to dealers or any mechanics to make sure your things can get done, make sure your products can get sourced. Very easy to get your parts. Literally everything on my bike was purchased on Amazon, which is pretty insane. If you would have told me that 15 years ago when I was buying books on Amazon, I'd have been like, yeah, right, that's nuts. I'm gonna buy a motorcycle and all the mods, and it's gonna be delivered to my house. That sounds nuts. Enduro. At the gym. I will see you guys when I get out. Peace out, y'all. Woo! We are out of the gym. It was a quick one today. It was a leg day, so I'm not fucking around sticking in there for too long. We do squats, like 8 sets of squats, do a couple machines, and I'm out of there. I'm not as dedicated as I used to be pushing sleds and doing all types of different fancy full body workouts. But yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about the Hawk 250 and why it is the best bike to buy on Amazon. Definitely the best value. And another reason is because it's so easy to work on. I know a lot of people in these guides say for your first bike you want to get something that's just completely ready to go so you don't have to work on it at all. But I like learning, and I think the experience of learning how to do everything on my bike for the most part is very, very valuable. And I will definitely take in consideration how easy it is to work on something into the value of the bike, because I would have spent twice as much money if I had to go to a mechanic to do everything that I did for this bike. The only thing I had a mechanic do was put on the tires. I could have done that myself, but I did not want to. So I think when you round it up and you look at all the various spec sheet and reviews, there's not that many bikes that really worth getting on Amazon. This one is very good and I'm loving it, but it also is pushing the upper limit. Once you start getting above $2,000, it starts becoming less valuable, because on the used market you can find some very good bikes for around that price if you just wait long enough or snipe it off the market. So once you start getting into the $2,000, $3,000, even $4,000 range, like a lot of the better Amazon bikes are, I use better very loosely, then the value just falls apart completely. Because why would I spend $3,500 before tax and title and everything else on a fuel injected cafe racer when I could just like buy a CBR 600 RR for that price? Literally. You could buy a Gixxer. You could find used R6s for like $4,000 in my area. So it just doesn't make sense to get those other bikes. This one coming in under 2,000 used, or coming in under 2,000 brand new, and the fact that all the mods are really cheap and all the mods are easy to do and available on Amazon, it's just the best value proposition overall. Because when it comes to these Amazon bikes, not everybody wants to work on it. Like, you're gonna have a tough time finding a mechanic. Luckily, I found a mechanic that actually sells these, so he was perfect. All I had them do was the tires, but if I have any like issues that are above what I know how to do, then I'm bringing it to them. But it can be a pain in the ass to find somebody to work on these Chinese bikes. So keep that in mind when making your next or first Amazon motorcycle purchase. You really want to get the most value out of your money, and if you're pushing it above, I'd say about $2,500, then get off Amazon and go on the used market, because at that point there's no real reason to be buying new on Amazon. With that being said, ride safe everybody. I hope you guys have been enjoying the vlogs. I've started to stream a little bit here and there on the Twitch channel, so if you guys want to watch some Skater XL stuff, you can check me out over there. Yeah, peace out guys. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. Another reason why this bike is the best you can buy on Amazon is because it looks the coolest. By far, it's not even close. It's not even close, unless you really happen to like the look of the Groms and the Grom clones, which do look pretty nice. This is going to be by far the most eye-catching motorcycle, in my opinion, out of the Amazon lineup. But yeah, happy shopping guys. Peace.